Welcome to the April 15th, 2019 meeting of the Stormwater Advisory Committee for the town of Smyrna. We have a quorum, so we will proceed with the agenda as scheduled for tonight. Our first item on the agenda is the acknowledgement of the stream volunteers. And I believe the Mayor's going to take care of that.
Good evening. Thank you all for having me back. I guess, Greg, has it been a year already?
I think so. It was last April. Yeah.
It's hard to believe. It goes by quick, doesn't it? Well, first of all, welcome to the new members. I want to take this opportunity to thank each one of you for serving on this board. I think so many citizens think that all of the town business is done only by employees of the town of Smyrna, and that's not actually accurate. You know, we have volunteer boards that do quite a bit of the business for the town of Smyrna. When citizens come before you to ask for things or to get things taken care of. So for your time and effort, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how much the town council appreciates it. So thank you for what you do for our community. We do have some Adopt a Stream awards that I'd like to present tonight. This again is another volunteer opportunity for groups and individuals to take on, and we couldn't keep our community looking like it does without these groups and individuals. And I will tell you, litter and trash is something that we fight on a daily basis. There is not a week that goes by that I don't get an email from somebody upset about how something looks. And I totally agree. I say this every time. I do not understand why people cannot take trash and put it in the trash can. How hard is that? When I taught kindergarten, that was one of those basic things that we all learned. So we want to recognize a couple of groups for the Adopt a Stream program. The first one is Chris Gray from Rock Springs Middle. Do we have? You'll come forward and you can bring whoever you want to bring up. What a nice award, huh? And it looks like you all have received it 3 years in a row? Nice job. Now, since y'all are going to be famous and on TV, I will, John gave me the handheld, so I'll let each one of you introduce yourself if you want to tell your role in regards to the organization or where you go to school, whatever you want to tell us about yourself.
I'm Elizabeth Bogle. I'm one of the sponsors.
My name is Duncan Grubb. I'm a student at Rock Springs.
I'm Chris Gray. I'm a 6th grade teacher as well as the Beta Club sponsor, and we really enjoy helping out every year. Thank Mr. Upham for inviting us.
I'm Owen Gray. I'm a student at Rock Springs.
I'm Sophie Grubb, and I'm a 6th grader at Rock Springs.
Great. Well, thank you all for what you've done to help the town of Smyrna, and especially for the last 3 years. We really appreciate it. So thank you all. Okay, our next group is Smyrna High School, the Smyrna High School Biology and AP class. So if you'll come forward, Christine McGinnis, and, oh, here you go. How are you? Good. Okay, all my notes here. So tell us a little bit about your group, and then I'll let you introduce yourself.
We actually have started to do our stream cleanup through our Leo Club at Smyrna High.
Which is?
A junior Lions club.
Okay.
And so they sponsor us, and we have quite a few students that come out and clean up our section of the stream, and we're excited to do it every year.
Great. Introduce yourself.
I'm Brianna Evans. I'm in Leo Club at Smyrna High School, and I'm an officer in the club.
Great. You look really familiar to me. Have I seen you? Did you do science fair at?
No, I think I've seen you at a restaurant.
Oh.
Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake. I knew I had seen her somewhere. I think you waited on me at Steak and Shake. Yes. I knew she looked familiar, so you always do a good job at Steak and Shake too. So thanks. So you all can go out and see her at Steak and Shake. Thank you all for what you all have done. Our next group is Stewart's Creek Elementary and Christina Keys. Good. And let me find your, and you all have participated in the last 3 years as
have,
well.
yes. I'm Christina Keese. This is our third year doing it, and this year Mr. Upham was there. We had quite a few people come, and it was not just a creek cleanup. It ended up being a campus cleanup. So parents, kids, everybody came and helped, and it turned out to be really good and a lot of fun for us. Thank you.
Looks like y'all had quite a few.
We did, yeah.
And you know what? That is so important for our neighborhood parks and stuff. We always try to teach people to take ownership in what's around them. And so to see you all taking on the campus and taking ownership is really nice. Our last group is Stewart's Creek Middle School. Do we have any representatives from Stewart's Creek Middle? Well, then I guess I'll just take that home with me and set it on my desk. We will make sure to get that to Mr. Murray there at Stewart's Creek Middle School, and thank you to that group for what they did. I'm assuming they worked along with you. Great. So now we want to move on to our groups that do our Adopt a Roadway program. Probably when you're driving down the roads, that's where sometimes you'll see trash and debris. And so we have a program that is through the town of Smyrna as well as through the state. The first ones that I'm going to talk about are our Adopt a Roadway, which is through the town of Smyrna, and any individual or group can take on this project, and you can work with Tom Rose, and we will give you a stretch of highway to keep up, and we provide you everything you need.
Trash bags, everything you need.
Everything you need to take on that stretch of highway. So our first group is Valio. Is that correct? Yeah. Look, I even had a... Look, they gave me a cheat sheet. So thank you all for what you've done, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
I'm Andrew Beach. I work in HR.
And I'm Jordan Green, and I work in HR with him.
Great. Well, thank you all for taking this on. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Do we have someone here from Laverne High School Interact? Nope. I'll take that home too. What about Acts of Ruby?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Kay. So thank you. And what is your stretch?
I am, no, not Florence Road. I am Overhead Bridge.
Overhead Bridge, right. You know what? I have had a couple calls about that area from people out in the West Fork area. So thanks for doing that. We appreciate that. Miss Kay works for us here at the town. And our last group is near and dear to my heart. It is the Town of Smyrna employees. And these individuals take their lunch break to go out, and y'all stretch is right down, is it Lowry?
Enon to Harts Branch Bridge.
There you go. Okay, so who's oh, look at you. You just step on up.
Make him tell everybody's name.
Oh, yes. Do you want to tell everybody's names?
Yes, I'm Dwayne Lawson. I work for the Public Works Department. Thank you.
So you're the only one that cleans up?
He's also a graduate of Laverne High School. You can probably pick up the one.
We've
for
had
them.
several cleanups. I think this is our 7th time doing it, and I'm in one of those pictures somewhere.
You should
Yes.
say you're in all three. They won't know.
Right. Yes.
Thank you all. We have a great group of employees here in the town of Smyrna who are always willing to volunteer and get involved. It takes all of us to have a community like we do. That's why so many people want to move here. It's about neighbor helping neighbor. So thank you all to the groups that have helped take part in this, and thank you to our employees for all you do. I have a couple of certificates of appreciation, and I will, do you just want me to leave these with you and you can pass them out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Frank, for 9 years of service on the committee, we appreciate that. Catherine, 2 years of service. Daniel is, I was going to say, I thought you were the one not here. 2 years of service. And Bree, you're the newbie, 1 year of service. So, and then Abby, also 1 year. So we really appreciate all that you all do to help make this committee possible. Anything else do you need from me tonight?
That's it. Our guests are free to leave now if they'd like, or they can stay for the entire meeting.
That means
It's up
me
to
too.
you.
I don't have to stay either.
And,
So.
and there are free water bottles in the lobby.
Ah, there you go. Water
and,
bottles.
And don't forget about Boat Day, June 22nd,
Yes.
from 9
and we
to
have
1
a good
o'clock.
time. And two
And hey,
kayaks this year
and
to give
two
away.
kayaks and a cooler on wheels, and hey, it's free.
There you go. Thanks you all.
Thank you. Take care, Chris.
Ready to continue? Next item on the agenda is citizens' comments. Do we have any citizens that don't look like it for tonight? So we'll go on to the next item. The introduction of a new Stormwater Advisory Committee member, and that would be Douglas Brown, right here.
Welcome.
Believe it or not, the year has rolled around. We're here in April again, and in April, most of you might know that we elect new officers for the Stormwater Advisory Committee. Have a chairman and a vice chairman. Presently, I serve as the chairman, and Rhett Kimball, who is absent tonight, serves as the vice chairman. But we'll open the floor up for nominations for the position of chairman. So if you have a nomination, we've got to have some nominations now.
Well, Frank, I think you've done this for quite a few years and have done an outstanding job. I'd nominate you to do this again for us, lead us again.
And I would second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Well, I thank you for your confidence, and I will continue serving for at least another year. Second item is the vice chairman. Now, Rhett Kimball serves as vice chairman presently. I don't know if you all know Rhett or not. Most of you probably do, because he's usually here. Anyway, we'll open up the floor for nominations for Rhett. I'm sorry. Not necessarily Rhett.
You can nominate,
that,
right?
You're good. I'll nominate Rhett. He's the most tenured of us all, with the exception of you. So I nominate Rhett to
I
continue.
think Rhett may even have me.
May he?
He's done two tours.
I know he did take a little break, came back. Yeah. So I nominate Rhett.
I'll
Okay.
second that.
Second. Any approval?
All good.
Okay. Any objections? Well, we'll give Brett the good news whenever he gets back.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
I don't think you voted on your vice chairman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do we have
All those in favor, I guess?
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Then we've elected Rhett
Now
as
it's
the
good and
new.
legal.
Yeah, Rick can't deny it. So.
He won't have an excuse now to
That's what happens when you
bail
don't
out
show
on
up to a
us.
meeting.
Next item on the agenda is to review the minutes of the January 28, 2019 Stormwater Advisory Committee meeting. I've assumed that all of you got a brochure with the minutes in there. I trust that you had an opportunity to review them. Do we have any comments or objections or additions that need to be added?
I motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Got a motion to approve. Have we got a second?
Yep, I second that.
Got a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes of the January 28th meeting has been approved. The next item is old business. We have none for this quarter. New business, consent, correction agenda. Now, we do have a couple of items on that list, I believe, and Greg, you gonna take that?
Yes, I'll do that. If you would look at your table entitled Stormwater Fee Vacant Account List, We have 2 this quarter. And the second column from the left, you have previous occupant, and the first one is Smyrna Smoke Shop, and that property is located at 298 East Sam Ridley Parkway. That's near the Dollar General on Sam Ridley and Weekly Lane. And its monthly fee is $3.63, and it was vacant on 12/31/18. So the second one is Lords, and Fidel Bello is the previous occupant. Its address is at 1017 Rock Springs Road, near the Old Thai restaurant behind Kroger's. And its monthly fee is $10.31, and it is vacant on 1/10/2019. So do you understand all that and approve those?
We need an approval on that. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
You have a second?
I'll second it.
Second it? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any objections? The consent and correction agenda is approved as presented by staff. Next item, adjustment of applications. We have none at this quarter. Credit applications, we also have none this quarter. Next item on the agenda is the report of the officers, committees, or staff. Greg, you got the floor.
Okay. Line item A is the number of stormwater utility inquiries. There were none this quarter. The second item is the presentation of the quarterly report to the SWAC, and I'll go through that fairly quickly. It's 2 pages, about 24, 25 items. It spans from January 1st through March 31st. We had 92 certificates of occupancy approved and sent along to Catherine Smith on our staff for stormwater utility fee. And basically, we've seen 12 projects this quarter, gone through construction, inspections, that sort of thing, and pre-construction meetings. And you can see all those listed on the sheet below and the table below. Okay, and that's broken down by square footage and monthly and annual fees, and all totaled up at the bottom. We also have a little a footnote at the bottom of the equivalent residential unit is $3.47. Moving on, I'll discuss Dwayne Lawson. Dwayne, who you've already seen once tonight, is our inspector. He does a lot of work. He's out in the field constantly. He had to issue 1 notice of violation and 1 stop work order for 2 different 2 construction sites. He also has participated in 8 of the pre-construction meetings. I usually hold the pre-construction meetings for our projects, the Town of Smyrna projects, on my own because Dwayne is so busy. And you can see that we've had 4 of them. You can read those on the table on page 1. He's inspected 96 individual construction sites for erosion control. Those are individual homes that he inspects. He also looked at all the freestanding grease receptacles, and we have about 100, I think there's more than 100. That's restaurants, churches, and schools. And he's done some interviews for our summer internship program, and we've selected an Ashley Barrera Sandoval to work with us this summer in our internship program during the month of June. Moving on, we've had already 1 spring stream cleanup. We actually had 3 students show up from high schools, actually. 16 bags of litter from 2 different sites. And of course, line item P is the Valio, which has been very active in our program. We've also had a recent stream cleanup. In fact, we had that just last week for the town of Smyrna staff. And let's see, we've had all the documents approved, applications approved for our boat day this June 22nd from 9 to 1 p.m. at the Jefferson Springs Recreation Area. We invite the entire community to show up and learn about water quality and how to canoe and kayak, and hey, it is free.
Will Miss Bonnie be there this year?
Pardon?
Will Miss Bonnie be there this year?
Miss Bonnie will be there, and if any of you on staff would like to help out, if some of you may be kayakers and would like to serve as spotters, we'd be more than welcome to have you come on board. And finally, our public works staff, Susan Weber in particular, has addressed 36 citizen inquiries about stormwater drainage issues, and as much as it has rained in the last 3 months, you can see that her phone has been ringing off the hook. That concludes my review of things. I will add that the town of Smyrna is recycling still, and we just received 2 8-yard bins for paper and cardboard from Rutherford County. So we're real proud of that, and we plan to continue that effort as long as possible. That concludes my quarterly report.
I just want to mention a little extension of what we've seen so far tonight as far as the presentations. We've had 3 groups come to us so far to look to adopt a roadway. We had a Boy Scout troop who's looking to adopt Enon Springs right here from 41 to Nissan Drive. We're going to be taking that section of Enon Springs. Also, there's an industrial company that's going to be adopting Sam Griffin Road, picking that up. And we talked to a lady representing the Boys and Girls Club who was looking to do a cleanup of Culberson Street as well. Just having these meetings, giving out the awards, creating a buzz about it, and talking to people helps to expand this project. When Mr. Gill challenged us, the previous town manager challenged us to start the Adopt a Roadway, Adopt a Highway program here. We started with very little response, pretty much 0. And he said, look, we need to start. We actually need to be the ones to take the lead on it. So the town adopted the first section of roadway, of highway, Lowry Street. And since then, it's kind of started building on itself and building on itself. It's just something that very proud of that we're able to start here and continue to expand year after year. Another thing I wanted to point out, one of the issues that we had come up lately, Dwayne was out doing some inspections and drove right up on a couple of employees who were directly dumping grease into a storm grate. I mean, it was like caught with your hand in the cookie jar kind of thing. It was very obvious. Just challenge anyone here listening or anyone here on the committee. If you're out at a restaurant nearby and you happen to look down and you see grease all around a storm inlet, let us know, or whatever municipality, if it's in Laverne, wherever it may be, let those people know, and we'll go after the people who are doing it. It's one of the pollutants that could cause a lot of issues once it gets into the streams and creeks nearby. And there's a stream, creek everywhere you go around through town. They cut through this town all over the place. So it's something where if they're dumping somewhere, most likely it's going to get out. So if you do see discoloration, staining, looks like there's grease or something that's been poured out on a storm inlet, please let the Public Works Department know, City of Laverne, Murfreesboro, wherever you may be at. Thank you.
Thank you for those reports. You have any miscellaneous items to be discussed? If not, I guess we're done for the night. I hear a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody object? None whatsoever? So we will consider the meeting closed. Thank you.